everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to No Creek Farms. We are just in here cleaning up the cows. Had a bit of a mess in here with their food, but we'll get that all broomed out of the way. That's all of it there. Excellent. We've had to skip forward a day actually. We ended up getting some rain unexpectedly, which hasn't really helped with our grass we'd mown. But we're now a day and a half ahead of where we'd mown the grass. And we've had a few more changes. We've had a plumber out, and I've managed to hook this up. So now, I just turn the valve on. If I jump over, you'll see we've got the hose in there filling the trough. So no more need for this old water tank. So we'll get that moved out of the way at some stage. Don't know whether we'll keep it, sell it, or just get rid of it. I don't know if anyone's really going to want it. Looks like it's probably destined for the scrap heap. And the other bit of news, well actually before we move on with the animals, we've cracked 100 cows. In fact, we're at 102 cows now. So we've had 3 more born, so you can see there, well, next one's in an hour, so we're getting almost 2 animals a day. So certainly the herd is growing, and in turn our milk production and obviously the manure and slurry which comes with it is growing pretty quickly too. So that's exciting. But you'll see there that we need to give them a little bit of straw. Food's good. We've given them a clean, that'll tidy itself up soon. So yeah, keep the cows going. So the other bit of news, I've actually had an offer to buy the old haybine. So Victor has offered us $12,000 to take this off our hands. So I thought that was a very generous offer. So I've accepted that. I've said to him I'll get it tidied up a little bit. We've given it a wash down and it's nice and clean, but the paint's a bit worn there, so I think we might put it in the shop and just give it a once over with the paint gun and just tidy it up there for him. But that was most generous. He got in touch with me and offered us that, so that's exciting. But main task for today, right, what are we going to do? We need to go get into our grass fields. We have the field over the road from here which we're going to make into hay, and the 2 fields down the back of the farm, or down in the middle of the farm, which we're going to get into some silage. So I'm going to go and get the tractors set up. I'm going to have one of them, we'll start off with tedding that grass out the front and getting that ready for the hay, and we might get started on windrowing the other bits. So we'll get into it. We've got the little tedder here on the back of the 4240, and we're just going to get over here into the field. Now one thing I did a bit earlier and saved you all the pain of watching is I've been around and recorded the outline of the 3 grass fields, just so if I want to I can use courseplay for the worker. So I'm going to set the worker up to go on this field using courseplay, and we'll go and get started on the raking. So let's give that a whirl. Now we're off. Here we go. They're going to go around and get this all thrown out, and which will help it dry up, and we'll go and get started on the windrowing in the other fields. Alright, so here we go, we have the windrower all hooked up. Now you might notice something a little bit different with this field on our right. I've actually downloaded some and installed some alternative textures. So that'll be, you'll see the real effect of that when we get to planting corn or soybeans again. So I've got it set up with a 30 inch planter for the row spacings. So looks quite interesting, a little bit more authentic planting with soybean for corn. So yeah, I look forward to showing that off when we get to it next. But for now, I'm just going to crack into getting this all rowed up and ready to be picked up and turned into silage. There we go, we've got the first part of this area rowed up, well, plus the piece just up there, just outside the field, or against the arable field up here. But I've just realised how low our diesel's getting, so we'll shoot back up to the farm, get the tractor topped off, and then come down and get this all finished off. Might have been a bit messy in some spots, but I think that's that whole field windrowed. A little bit untidy down there. I did try to use courseplay a little bit, because I thought when it comes to collecting this grass it might be nice to be able to use courseplay, but didn't play very nicely with this windrow, so done a lot of it manually. But anyhow, we'll get back up to the farm, back up to the yard, get this all unhooked, and before we get started on picking it up, we've got a couple of things to do. Firstly, there is a very good price on milk at the moment, over $6 a gallon, 35 I think it is. And I think we have about 2 truckloads of milk, so we will get that run down to the sell point and sold, which should be a nice little bit of income. And then we're actually going to invest in a little bit of new / old equipment to get this all, the grass all picked up. Now, we're not going to use the tow behind forager. I am going to buy a self-propelled machine, so we will go and get that sorted as well. But I'll just leave this here for now because we'll need it to windrow up the hayfield. And I did see back over there, worker has come back in with the other tractor. So anyhow, let's go and get some milk sold first. 2 loads, 25 grand each, so a nice $50,000 income there from the milk, which is a nice addition to the bank account. We'll just stop in while we're here and we'll go have a look at this forage harvester we're looking at. Alright, so here it is here, the New Holland S2200. We'll put it in with GPS because we may use it in the future for maize silage, corn silage as well. It'll be nice to have that, and seeing we've just had that little bit of a windfall from the milk, we will add that as well. And why not change the rims to match? So we will go have a look at these tyres. Wide. I think we want the wide tyres. Much better. Right. We'll pick that up. And then we need the pickup here for grass to go with it. So that's just a simple 3 metre wide, $5,000. So pretty much the money we just made from the milk has been spent just like that. There it is. Simple setup, but should work well. But we'll get the co-op to put that on the back of their low loader and bring it down to the farm for us. Just while we wait for the forage harvester to get here, we'll get hooked up. We'll use the 8330 and get it hooked up here to the forage box. And I think we'll be using this to bring all the silage back up to the yard. I also need to get the bagger set up again, but I think put the silage in the bag again. Would have seen we got the last bag emptied out. Only a little bit left in that, so go get that sorted out too. Alright, and there we go. While we've been in there getting that hooked up, the forage has turned up. We'll go and get the bagger in position, probably the same place it was, and then we'll come back and get the forager off the back of the truck and ready to get started. Alright, there's no point wasting any time, we might as well get straight into this. We've the grass here, we might as well start here. We'll get things set up. I think I will, we have to change the offsets on the tractor behind us. See if we can get that set up side where we are. Alright, let's see how this works out. Pretty good to me. Alright, let's crack into it. we've just got another wagon load unloaded into the bag, and we're already at 53%, so over half of the bag is full. I think we're going to run out of space. Still got well over half of what we had cut to do, I would expect, because we have the big piece on the right hand side of the rack to do, and the half the bit around the pond. So not sure what we're going to do. We may have to start putting some of the silage back into the bunker as well. Anyhow, I'll get back down and we'll carry on going. Quite going to fit all of this wagon load into the bagger. When I checked before, it was pretty much full. There you go, you can see it's starting to pile up in the front of the loader there, and we've still got 50% left. So I guess we now resigned to offloading this in the silage bunker. There we go, and that's emptied out, so we'll carry on and get the rest of that field all picked up and into the bunker. Oh, it's been another mammoth effort, but we are finally on our last little piece of grass to pick up here. We've managed to fill one of the silage bags and put probably half a dozen loads into the bunker as well. So we're going to end up with an awful lot of silage once we're done here. I'm certainly not going to be running out of food for the cows anytime, but I'm also relieved that I chose to make hay from the other field, because I certainly wouldn't want to be doing silage as well. But we're pretty much full here, so I will get these two bits of equipment back up to the yard, and we'll have a look at the silage in the bunker. There's our silage in the pit. I was going to try and get this levelled out, but it's quite rough and uneven, just the way I managed to dump all the grass in there. So I think I'm going to have to go to the shop and get a blade or a leveller or something, just to be able to push the grass around a little bit better. So we'll shoot off and do that. I'll be back soon and try and get that levelled off before we wrap things up for the day. Alright, back from the shop. We've picked up this 4 metre wide blade that fits on the rear 3-point link here. So hopefully with this we might be able to get some grass pushed further back into the pit and make it a little bit easier to level. So I'm going to crack into getting this done, get it compacted, and get the, well actually I might not put a cover on it, we might just leave this uncovered for a little bit in case we want to add to it anytime soon. We do have the other 2 bags of silage we'll use first, so we'll see how we go. Well, the blade certainly has done a good job to level this out and make it a little bit easier to compact down. So we're at about 85%, being compacted down towards that 100 pretty quick. But like I said, I'm going to leave the, not cover it straight away. Don't need it covered to make silage. At the moment we've got plenty of other silage in the bag, so we might just leave it open in case we do some more maybe some corn silage or something in the future. But I'm going to make that do for this episode. Hope you've all enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.